So let's talk this TakeOff situation, man, because it looks like Migo Bandz shot TakeOff by accident. The reason why I'm saying that is because Lil Cam was charged with possession of a gun during the night TakeOff died. So if you picking him up saying that you got enough footage that shows he had a gun that night and you haven't charged him with the murder, that tells me that you know or have an idea of who committed the murder, right? You're saying he is responsible for having a gun that night, and the reason the shots went off is because Migo Bandz saw him with a gun and he started shooting. Hit TakeOff by accident, right? Because if me and my man go rob a store and the store clerk kills my man, I'm responsible for that body. Therefore, they're saying Lil Cam had a gun, and that's the reason why Migo Bandz shot TakeOff by accident. When Lil Cam approached TakeOff, when TakeOff started to walk over towards the argument, Lil Cam ran up in front of him. What they're saying is he had a gun. So if Migo Bandz is saying I shot because I seen my man's life was in danger, this guy had a gun in front of him, I'm his security, guess what? Even if he did shoot TakeOff and killed him, that makes Lil Cam responsible for the murder of TakeOff. He's probably not going to get charged with murder because it was not premeditated murder, but he's probably going to get hit something like involuntary manslaughter or something like that, right? So he's probably going to be responsible for that based on that. Now, the funny thing about that is we all know we heard one shot. When the scuffle first happened, we heard one shot. We don't know whose shot that was. If Lil Cam's lawyer says, listen, Lil Cam is Prince Jr. Mob Time's bodyguard, right? If he's their bodyguard, it's his job to watch their back, even though he's not licensed. He can say, I heard a shot, my friends were in danger, so I upped it when I saw TakeOff approaching them. So this can get real interesting because now Lil Cam's lawyer can say that. He can say, okay, so he acted in self-defense because who let off that first shot? The shot that sounds all muffled and stuff at the beginning when it first started fighting and all that, right? Whoever let off that first shot could be the one who's gonna get charged with the murder, right? But now, if that was Lil Cam, he's done. You know what I mean? And it looks like they believe Migo Bandz was the one who shot TakeOff by accident, right? The reason why I say that is because they went and arrested Lil Cam for having a gun the night TakeOff died. They're saying they could see him on the footage holding a loaded gun that night. So they went and picked him up for possession of a gun that night. He didn't get picked up and caught with a gun. You know what I mean? They put a warrant out for him and went and snatched him up. Now, we're going to see what's going to happen, man, because whoever let off that first shot gives everybody else a reason to up their gun and shoot. Now, the question is, who let off that first shot? We don't know. We can only hear the first shot. But now, based on what I'm seeing, I could definitely say they're leaning more to Migo Bandz shot in self-defense and he shot TakeOff. If a robber comes in a store and the store owner kills one of his customers by accident because he was trying to shoot the robber because he saw him with a gun, right? What happens? He kills the customer by accident because he was trying to shoot the robber when he saw the robber come in with a gun in his hands. Who's responsible for that murder? It will be the robber, even though the store owner shot the customer by accident. That's something similar to what just happened with TakeOff. He shot TakeOff by accident because he saw Lil Cam up his gun in front of TakeOff, right? So now he thinks TakeOff's life's in danger. He shoots and he misses, hits TakeOff by accident. Who's responsible for that? Lil Cam. But Lil Cam can also say, I heard a shot, I see my friend in danger, I upped my gun when I seen TakeOff rushing my friends. So this can get real interesting, but based on what they're saying right now, it looks like they're leaning to, they know more than what we know, right? They have shit that we haven't seen yet, or whatever the case may be. So based on what they're saying, when we're seeing, it looks like Migo might have been the one who shot TakeOff, and this is the reason why they're charging Lil Cam with the gun now, because they want to be able to show that he did have a gun that night, and he's the reason why TakeOff died, because Migo Bandz let off his gun.